What a freaking nightmare that was. Oh my gosh. So the latch was just so rusty that it was unlocked, but it was still kind of like locked, and I finally had to get in there and I got like a little extension down through the door, like through there, and hit it with a hammer a few times, and I'd sprayed some penetrating oil on it, and finally got it to where I could operate the lock up and down. It still wouldn't open, but I just kept doing that, just kept operating the lock up and down, up and down, up and down, and finally it come open. So yeah, what a nightmare. So we will not be shutting that door again until we get the new latches for it, because that was a freaking nightmare. Excuse me. Oh, but anyway, that's the inside. A little better look at the inside. Of course, I got to clean everything out and really kind of get in there to evaluate, but you can see the harness and everything was melted from the dash fire, and some pretty good holes up there in the front. I don't know how bad it is over there. There's so much crap in the floor, but we got to do the same thing with that door. It don't open either, but I think I might have all the wasps hopefully cleared out of here. They're just in my shop now instead of in the door. But we'll try to get that door over there open. We'll probably have to do basically the same thing, but oh man, that was a pain in the ass. But yeah, I mean, she's pretty crusty, I ain't gonna lie, but a lot of that is just, you know, kind of surface rust. I think once we get all the structural rust repaired, we'll kind of get in there and sand everything, scuff everything, and coat it with something before we, you know, start putting interior back in it. But man, between the wasps and just trying to get that door open, man, what a nightmare. But it's crazy, I mean, because the door really isn't, like, the door itself isn't that rusty, but that latch is just look like it's been down with the Titanic. So, but I did, like an idiot, of course I didn't put my flashlight up, I don't know if you can see it, but in the last video I was trying to cut that screw there out and wound up cutting the inside door handle thing off. But I have another door somewhere in all of that crap over there that I can get all that out of, so that ain't no big deal. But I'm gonna buy new latches. Of course, you know, the door sags, so I'll have to either put hinges on it, or yeah, it's kind of saggy a little bit, so I either have to put hinges or door pins and bushings. I would just soon do whole new hinges and everything. But anyway, several days of fighting with that thing, finally got it open. Now we just get to do it on the other side. So I've been kind of trying to get this thing cleaned out since I got this one door open. I kind of got this side mostly cleaned out. I haven't done that side over there yet. I have not got that door open. I haven't even tried messing with it yet. I just kind of wanted to see how bad this side was. That's pretty much the back floorboard there, and there's some back here under the seat pan, but I haven't got it cleaned out enough. But the front, of course, shadows, but the front's pretty bad, but you know, it's fixable. I think the biggest thing is I need to get under and see where the braces are and see if the braces are rotted out, because I may have to order a brace for it. I started trying to kind of clean the trunk out, but there's just not a trunk pan left, really. I mean, most of that is just the top of the gas tank, so I just kind of quit for now. But yeah, the trunk pan is really bad. The bad thing about it is getting a full floor or a full trunk pan with braces may be tricky to get in there, you know, in one piece. So I haven't decided. I haven't ordered any of that yet because I haven't decided the route I'm gonna go yet. I did order these little corner pieces right here. I'll have to look. I can't remember if I ordered that panel yet. I may wait. I may have decided to wait until I order, just make one order. But that's kind of where I'm at right now, is trying to figure out what all sheet metal I need to get, because I have the patches for the floors. I just don't know if I need braces. And then what I have, I don't think will patch back here, but I probably have enough where that's at. It probably don't have to be perfect. I probably have enough you know, extra, because I'm not going to use the full pieces. I'm just going to use the minimal amount that I have to, so I'll have extra metal that I can use to, you know, patch little spots, you know, small spots where the pans don't cover. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Whew. But this is the part about buying and messing with these old cars that sucks, is cleaning out all, you know, 30 years of mold and mildew and rat shit and God knows what else in there, and fighting spiders and wasps. And so yeah, that part's not any fun. I love these old cars to death, and you know, I don't mind messing with one that's rough like this, but it's got its parts that suck, and that's one of the parts that suck. So I'm gonna keep plugging along on it. Hopefully here in a little bit I'll have it all cleaned out and we can really kind of assess what we need and what we don't need and kind of go from there. I did get the door panel off and tried to get in there and work that latch to get that door open. It still don't want to come open. So I've got it soaking in some penetrating oil. That's what I had to do to this one. So we'll let that sit for a while and try it again. I did roll underneath it. The braces, there's one here and one there. And I thought there was one up there, but there's not. That's just where the two pieces meet. So I don't have to get, you know, they look pretty solid. So I don't think I'll have to get braces for the floors. Of course, I haven't looked at the other side yet. We'll just have to see once we get over there and get all that out of there, cleaned up and everything. I could get in it from this side and, you know, like climb in there, but I really don't want to do that because I found several critters so far. I still got wasps in there and spiders and all that, so I don't want to really be inside the car trapped in there, because I'm a big sissy when it comes to spiders. So but we'll get this door open eventually at some point, hopefully pretty soon. But yeah, it's just that latch gets so rusty, it just, even when you work the lock and the button and everything, it just don't want to cooperate. So, and I kind of have thought a little more about the top. I think what I'm going to do is, once I get all the rust fixed back here, I'm going to smooth it all down, fill in all the spots where there was, you know, sealer or whatever, and then I'm just going to get some of that red primer and just primer the whole top, you know, from where the vinyl top was, you know, from like here all the way up, and just kind of I mean, I know it's not going to be the same color red, but I mean, it'll look better than that. And you know, maybe that'll protect it a little bit till we decide what we're going to do. But I think just getting it all sanded down and, you know, some type of sealer on it, and then that red primer, and then I'm gonna have to figure something out here. That has got a pretty bad bow in it. Maybe I can just get underneath it and kind of push it up and get it halfway straight, and then I'll sand that down. I don't even know what color this is supposed to be. The one in this car was that, you know, it's painted that saddle color, and then this one is black, so I doubt that was that white color like that interior is, but I mean, who knows? So I don't know. I'll have to do some research and figure that out, which I guess it doesn't matter what color it is, just as long as it's got something on it that looks better than that. And I think I have, you know, come to the realization that it's just going to have a mismatched colored hood on it and trunk lid for now. I don't know. I mean, of course, the outside of the trunk is good. It's just the inside. So I don't know. I may just leave, you know, try to get all the scaly stuff off of it, so every time I shut the trunk, it don't shower rust particles down in it. And I may just leave that for a while, since it does have some red on it, which I'm thinking, of course, it looks like it's got some filler right there, but I'm thinking some more of this might come off with maybe like a SOS pad or Scotch Brite or something, and bring a little more of that red out. But I don't know. I don't know what to do yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. We ain't got to make all these decisions right now, but this is definitely the worst side. That side over there is not too bad. But yeah, I think I'll just, you know, sand all this down and I don't know that I'll put a vinyl top back on it anyway, so I may just fill all these holes and say the hell with a vinyl top and just try to smooth this all out the best I can and put some primer on it. That's the plan anyway, for now, but you know, we're still a ways away from that. I got to, like I said, finish getting that door open and get all this crap cleaned out of here, and then we can start on the floor pans while I'm waiting for all the other metal that I've ordered or am gonna order. I'm gonna try to order this weekend, but I really want to get all this cleaned out and make sure I don't need anything else. But I think just doing the floor pans will probably take me a while, and then you know, I got to make a decision on the trunk pan, what I think is going to be the easiest course, because the one I did in the gray car, of course I ain't got my light, it was a one piece, but it didn't come all the way over to the edge. You know, it just kind of came to about right here, and you know, it only came up to maybe right there, which I mean, that would probably be sufficient, but I needed to go all the way to the edge. So I think I've seen the full piece, you know, that doesn't have the braces that would cover all that. I could just buy the braces separate, and then they'll make one that's like the whole thing that goes all the way to where the back seat is, you know, that whole hump and everything, which I need all that, but I don't want to have to take the body off the frame or take the quarters off to do all that. I want to be able to just do, you know, so if I can just do a piece that'll cover what I need and then put braces on it separately, and then I'll patch those, you know, spots over, like, I don't know what the hell they did there. I'm assuming they just cut that out for the shock bolts, which was, you know, I think that's, there's got to be an easier way, right? But I mean, people do what they got to do, I guess. So I think that's going to be, I'm going to look around and see what I can find and what's available. I know I kind of looked at a few places earlier today, and like the big places like OPGI and stuff like that didn't have them in stock. And of course they offer all the different, you know, full four pan, not trunk pan. Struggling with my words today. And then like the 3-piece, which I started to do the 3-piece because it covered more and it would be easier to get in there because it's in 3 pieces, but it's a whole lot more welding. So like I said, I don't know. I think a lot of it's just going to determine what I can find that'll cover what I need and what's in stock. I know the one for this one was just a cheap eBay pan. I don't remember what company I bought it from off of eBay. But it didn't fit just right. Like, these trunks have little ridges in them. And, like back here, you see it's got those ridges right there. Well, most of them lined up, but there was a few that was off, like completely off. So I had to try to work it to make it, you know, look halfway decent. And I've said many times, I'm not a metal guy, so it looks pretty shitty. But I mean, at least it's solid, because you know, that trunk wasn't near as bad as this one, but it was pretty bad. But like the braces and stuff were still good. But I think the biggest thing I need to do is get this gas tank out, and of course I'll just cut the straps and drop that so much down and kind of go from there. But you know, not being a metal guy, the good thing about floor pans and trunk pans is nobody really sees it. So if it ain't, as long as it's solid, if it ain't 100% perfect, I don't really care. Like, I mean, this one looks pretty decent from the top side because I did a lot of grinding and put some, you know, filler in it and then slathered it with splatter paint. So it doesn't, I mean, you can look in there and tell that it's been replaced. Now from the underside, it really looks bad. But you know, who's really gonna get on there and look, you know? So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna let that door latch soak for a while. It seems to be a little worse than the one that was on the driver's side, so I may just let it go overnight and then try it again in the morning and see if I can get that door open. And once we get the door open and really fully get it all cleaned out, get everything stripped out, get all the old wiring and everything out, and then I'm gonna start trying to see, you know, if I've got, you know, if those patches, you know, how much of those patches I need to cover what I need to cover, and kind of go from there. So stay tuned. Alright, so I've been messing with this stupid door again. I still can't get it open. I did get it to, come out a little. I've been soaking it for a couple days now, and I had my wife come out and push the button, and I got inside and kicked the hell out of it. Got to move a little bit, but it still won't come open yet, but it will eventually. But I did kind of clean up in here, so check this out. So this is the rear floorboard, giant hole, driver's giant hole, driver's side in the front, giant hole. Nothing on this side. That's so weird to me. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some like pinholes. I know there's a little bit around the drain hole or whatever, but like compared to the rest of it, like that's mint. I can't believe that this side is not rotted out like the rest of it. So that'd be good. That'd be less welding for me, which is always good. But yeah, this stupid door is really starting to make me angry. I don't know why it won't. Well, I know why. It's just that latch is so rusty, and like this one over here, I mean, I know you're not gonna be able to see it probably with the camera, but like it is so rusty in there. And like I pushed it in manually and then tried to open this one, and like I had to like force it, like I had to hammer it back out. So I'm sure it's just, it's just rusted in there and everything's not doing what it's supposed to. But I thought getting in there and mule kicking it would do it, but I just started denting the inside of the door in, so I thought I better stop. But I am pretty happy about the floorboard over there not being completely rotted out, so that's nice. But like I said, I'm sure once I get in there, I mean, I can see a few little holes and stuff, but nothing serious. But I'm gonna keep messing with that door and try to get it open. And I do want to try to get this gas tank out today. And I did finally go ahead and make a decision on the trunk pan. I ordered the 3-piece sections because it covers more, and you can, being 3 pieces, you can get it all in there at one time, or you don't have to take the body off the frame or nothing like that. And the kit I bought comes with all the braces and all that. I think it'll just be, easier to do. It'll be a lot more welding, but I still think it'll work out a lot better. But yeah, I did order that. I went ahead and ordered this piece, and I had already ordered these corner pieces. Of course, this one here doesn't look too bad, but I figured down in here is where we're going to have the rot. So I'll have, it's a pre-made piece. So, and then I think it comes on up and there's a hole there. So the worst side is this side over here. But I did order door latches. So, and I think I ordered new strikers. I can't remember, but either way. So if we ever get all the doors open, we can, get them to where they open and close. So that'll be nice. And I think that's it. I ordered a few other little piddly things, like the little lever for the inside of the door where I cut that one off. I've got another door over there somewhere, but it's probably old and jacked up. So after fighting with these doors the way I have, I want them to open and close very nice. So, and ordered I have some kill mat for the Ventura, and then I got some more coming for this once we get the floor pans done. But once I get the doors open all the way where I can really get in there, because I got to scrape all this old sound deadening off and get everything kind of cleaned up. And I'll go ahead and pull the harness out, and I might pull the steering column out. I need to pull the dimmer switch out because it's in the way of where I'm putting, the new floor pan comes up, I think, pretty high over there. And it's, if not, I still got to fix it because it's rotted out there. So, but yeah, I was really surprised at this side. I mean, it just blows my mind. But I guess stranger things have happened. So anyway, I'm gonna keep messing with this door. We'll be back. Well, I got the gas tank out. And that was pretty much most of what was the floor in the trunk was the top of the gas tank, because it's bad. Oh my God, it's bad. But definitely could be fixed. what a lot of rust. And the bad thing about it is I cut the straps off and got them out of the way and let the jack down, and the gas tank didn't go anywhere. Like, it was just like stuck to what's left of the floor, which ain't much. So that was weird. So I get in there and like step on it to get it to fall down. But yeah, it's, whew, man, it's bad. This is like, the tank itself is rusted, and hell, it was. There's nothing how much crap is inside that tank, so I'm just fixing to drag that thing out back and we'll haul it off sometime. So yeah, still ain't got the door open, so screw you, door. I just keep soaking it with penetrating oil and go over and kick the hell out of it every now and then. It still don't want to open, but I have got it opened a little further, which it just doesn't make sense. It's, you know, probably an inch out. That should be enough to be past the striker, but it ain't. So, but anyway, we're gonna keep going on it. Well, since that door is still not cooperating, I did go ahead and take the back glass out. This side here is not too bad, but this side over here is really bad. And somebody did some really shitty body work, and like, I thought this was like remnants of the old vinyl top. No, that's fiberglass and bondo that they used to try to fix this. So yeah, I'm not a body guy, but I could have done better than that. But yeah, it goes, there was just a big blob of bondo in that hole there, and you can see some of it still there. But yeah, pretty rough. But like I said, this piece I know kind of comes down to about maybe right here, and I don't know how far, maybe about that far up. So then we'll have to do something with that. And then this whole piece, I think this piece covers all the way up into here, so that'll fix all that. So we'll definitely have to do something with that. And I think from about here over is decent. I mean, there might be a pinhole or two, but this side, I think the patch that I mean, really it's just this right here, but you know, that patch might, hopefully it'll cover that part there too, but I don't know. I'll just have to wait till we get in, which I did those on that car, the gray car, and if I remember correctly, they're not perfect, but you know, I think they'll be better than what's, you know, what I can make my own, you know, make for myself. So it'll be a starting point. So, but yeah, that side over there, that's a shame. That's so bad. But like I said, we'll get all this cut out and hopefully new shit put in it. But that, man, that spot up there, and the bad thing is it's right there where that seam is. So I don't know, I have to get all of that ground out of there and just try to make something. I don't know, but it's going to be tough for me to make because, again, I'm not a body guy, not a metal guy, but we'll figure it out, and hopefully it won't be too bad. But I mean, even if it ain't 100% perfect, it's going to be better than what it is right now, and it's going to be better than that shit. So, but anyway, I'm going to just keep soaking this door. I don't know, I don't understand why it won't open, but it's starting to make me mad. And I think this video is kind of drug on long enough now, and we kind of got an idea for sure, you know, what all rust we have, what we got to get to fix it. So that's that was my goal, was to just get a game plan and kind of, you know, really see how bad the rust was and what else I needed to get. I think most of what I've already ordered will take care of most of it. I mean, some of that shit I'm just gonna have to make. And if you watch me working on that car, you know that I ain't real good at that. So I'm gonna try to be a little more patient this time. That's my problem, is I just get in such a hurry. I just want it done. So I'll start out pretty good, and then I start losing patience, and that's when everything kind of goes to hell. So I'm just gonna have to keep myself reeled in on this one. But anyway, like I said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video on a depressing note of all this rust and still not being able to get that stupid door open. And I don't know about the next video. We may go ahead and try to get the Ventura back in. I got a few things I want to do to it. So we may skip the the red GTO for now, for the next video at least, and do a little bit on the Ventura, and then we'll get back. Maybe by then all my stuff will be in, which, I mean, I could always start on the floor pans, but I ain't starting that until I get that other door open, because I won't be able to get in there and be comfortable and everything, you know, and be able to get at the angles I need to get and all that. So hopefully I'm just going to keep soaking it down with penetrating oil and keep working at it, and hopefully it'll get, you know, work loose here before too long. I hope. I'm about tired of messing with that door. It's, you know, stuff like that just, you know, can take, you know, the excitement out of a project. You know, you start working on something and you just get hung up on something so stupid, you know. It's so aggravating. And that's just working on cars in general. I know, you know, I know I've said many times, I was a dealership tech forever. And like, you just be rocking on a job, and then some stupid little thing would just totally screw your whole day. So yeah. Build hot rods, they said it'll be fun. Not always. It ain't always fun. Especially when you're working on rusty pieces of crap like this. But hopefully, I'll let that sit again tonight, soaking, and I'll come out tomorrow and it'll just open right up. Probably not, but we'll see. Update. Finally got this door open. But I kind of wished I hadn't now, because I just keep finding more rust. Look at that. And then check out these door hinges. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that one's about to give up right there. And the one on the other door is just as bad. I looked at it because I didn't notice it the other day. So yeah, more rust. Just keep finding it and keep finding it and keep finding it. So it looks like I am going to get a lot of welding practice. Probably more than I wanted to. But anyway, I appreciate everybody watching. As always, please like, subscribe, share, tell your buddies. If they like watching a dumbass work on crappy cars, I'm their guy. We'll see you on the next one. Go work on your junk.